Hello, America, or whatever part of the world up here you're listening to me from. It's me, your favorite Pizza 7 back with another video. And if I'm not your favorite Pizza 7, listen to me. Look at me. I'll find that other one. Alright? And I'll do bad things to him. You hear me? Now, anyway, back to the video. So, if you couldn't tell by the title, we are talking about the Diary of a Wimpy Kid franchise. And if you don't know what that is, for those of you who are uninformed, blah blah blah, authors written by Arthur Jeff Kinney, one of the most successful in the world, blah blah blah, money, movie. Made 3 movies, which are all just masterpieces for what I'm concerned. And if you don't agree with me, well, you remember when I said about the Pizza 7, right? But yeah, all 3 of those movies are masterpieces for what I'm concerned. And then they made a 4th one, which was just so good, they said, hey, how about we never make another one of these again? Then the big mouse came along and said, aha, hey, Jeff Kinney, how about it? We animate your books, and we make money, and we might pay you some of the profits. And I mean, I don't blame the guy, it's Disney. And I mean, I would never take a business offer from that dirty freeloading mouse. But, you know, again, like I said, I don't blame the guy by any means. Disney does pay well. When they do it all. That's a knee slap, I tell you. But, that's story for another day. I don't want to get into that right now, because, that is a mess. Anyways, they made an animated movie, made a lot of money from it, because of course they could. Now they made a 2nd, and I watched it on the day it came out, December 2nd. It's the 14th now. And you may say that's just me being lazy. Yeah, partially, that's partially what it is. But I just needed to take some breaks to get my sanity back. But yeah. So, let's do a little plot synopsis. And for those of you who don't know, the original Rodrick rules has a little plot synopsis for it. Parents go out, kids have a party, they get mad, older brother gets banned from doing something that he wanted to do, little brother makes it up to him by letting him do it. And here is the movie plot synopsis. Let us go. So, it starts off with the parents, alright? They're gonna go out on a little dinner date or something like that. Like something along those lines. And yeah, they leave the 2 brothers home alone. And they're like, no parties, boys, alright? And of course, they throw a party as soon as they get out the door. And I would just like to preface something. So, you're thrown into this movie, alright? You're thrown in like you know and love these characters. But if you're going off the first animated movie, Rodrick only shows up for about, like, 2 minutes. And I'm pretty sure he only has 1 speaking role. So, yeah, and also, the only thing you're showing of him being mischievous is like a 5-second sequence in the first 20 seconds of a movie. But yeah, enough complaining on that part. Enough complaining about how their relationship isn't believable at all. So yeah, in this movie, Greg, the little brother, is trying to impress Rodrick, the older brother. And let me preface, in the book or the movie, there's no sense of Greg wanting to impress Rodrick at all. They just made that up. And so, yeah, Rodrick says, how about we set up a party? And Greg, one person, said, yeah. So, Greg called up his friend, they all set up the party, but I need one last touch. So, Rodrick says to them, hey, how about you two boys go down to the basement and get me a foldable table. Get the foldable table, come back up, but the door is locked. Oh no, whatever are they gonna do? So, they go exploring around in the basement, like searching through, like I'm searching through my desk right now. And they find a camera. Alright, they unscrew the doorknob. I don't know if that was a good representation of unscrewing the doorknob, but yeah, they unscrew the doorknob, take pictures through the doorknob hole where it was, and yeah. Oh, now Greg has blackmail on Rodrick. So he basically blackmails him into being his friend. So yeah, after the party's over, alright, before I say this, I would just like to add, the party part is my absolute favorite part. Second favorite part of the movie. The original movie, that is. And they just skip over the entire thing. Anyways, Greg gets let out of the basement on accident, and oh, the house is trashed. Boo-hoo! Whatever are you gonna do? So yeah, the house is trashed, and he wants everybody to get out of his house that he definitely owns. So, oh god, I knew we were gonna get here soon, but didn't think would be this soon. So, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Greg gets a boombox stereo or speaker or something like that. He puts it down, stands upon it, starts doing a little dance, something like this. And you know what happens next. Now listen, everybody, avert your ears. This is a warning. Alright, avert your ears, and if you don't, I didn't blame you. You're gonna come back like 30 seconds later. What happens next is a little jingle plays, which made me turn off the movie for like a day. And you wanna know what that is? And you can fill in the blanks. Greg rickrolls everyone at the house, and that just made me... it just doesn't... It's weird, man. So, yeah, after that, parents get home, they clean up, and then they decide to go on another dinner date or something like that. And the kids get sent to Leisure Towers, their grandpa's retirement home. And I would just like to add, the Leisure Towers part is the best part of the movie. The grandpa really carries the movie on his shoulders. And also, he's the best character in the movie. And rest in peace, Ed Eisner. He was the voice actor for Greg's grandpa, and he knocked it down to the ballpark for his final project. But yeah, they get to Lazy Towers, they do some goofing around, they play a board game, it's called Gutbusters, and yeah. So Rodrick spits milk on Greg's pants. Now, it looks like he soiled himself. Pee funny. I sound like Squidward there, jeez. Anyways, yeah, so he's like, oh, I look weird now. He goes to change, but, you know, since his grandpa's in the bathroom, he can't use their bathroom. So he goes to the bathroom in the main lobby. Since people are looking at him all weird like, and this is an actual sound effect from the movie. Oh my! That's an actual sound effect. Since people are looking at him going, oh my! He gets a little wide and he runs into the long bathroom. Oh no! He's in the woman's room. And yeah, so after that, after the woman tried to, you know, kill him for being like, peeping Tom! That was exactly not mine. So yeah, he gets out, forgets his parents, and goes on like epic chase scene throughout the entire retirement home. And it's pretty cool. Gets back a few like now in movie, like 2 in movie hours later, Greg is sitting down watching TV with his grandpa. And Grandpa goes to the bathroom, comes back and says, you know, you are 2 really good kids. And he tells a heartfelt story about how his kids never really get along, and you know, they don't even see each other for holidays. What the heck? Well, anyways, just ignore me being very slanted. Yeah, just pretend I'm looking straight at you. Not slanted at all. So, he says a heartfelt story about how his kids never got along. And you know, that part's really touching. And yeah, after that, go back to the house, and Greg does an oopsie with his little greasy butterfingers. He accidentally shows the pictures to his mom. He trips over her, and she finds them, because he was holding them, and it lost them. And yeah, so the mom gathers the kids, and she has a talk. Obviously, there's some punishment. They get grounded from a talent show that wasn't even previously mentioned. Yeah, I just nitpicking there. Get grounded, and yeah. So in the original movie, after this talk, you know, there's a line that really hits hard. So Rodrick says to Greg, you know, you're my brother, but you'll never be my friend. And then, you know, that really hit hard, like one of the most memorable lines in media I've seen. I don't really watch that many movies, if you couldn't tell. But in this movie, it's replaced with, you know, I thought you were cool, but I guess I was wrong. Which, like, again, the relationship seems so forced. But anyways, so after that, after the little talk they have, parents drive him to the talent show because Greg's competing in it with his friend Rowley. I'm pretty sure I mentioned Rowley earlier. He's the best character, one of the best characters in the entire series, and books and movies included. But yeah, he's supposed to do a magic act with him, but in the parking lot, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Rodrick is in a band, alright, and he and his bandmates have been practicing for months and months and months to compete at this, you know, not previously mentioned talent show. And yeah, so the ex-bandmates come up to Greg in the parking lot and say to him, hey, how's about you be the drummer for our band? We've seen you on those drums, you're wicked, man. And yeah, Greg, wanting to impress Rodrick, which again seems so forced because there's nothing about that in the books and movies. So yeah, wanting to impress him, he says yes. gets on stage, and he starts drumming away, and Rodrick, goes along, wah, cry. He's like, but the drums are supposed to be my thing. He runs outside, Greg follows like, wait. And yeah, he has another heartfelt talk with him, and if you couldn't already tell, I have a soft spot for all that touchy-feely, oogie boogie. And yeah, so he talks with him about how he just wants to impress him. And then Rodrick says, well, I was about to go in there and impress me. Goes in there, plays the drums, and guess who wins the talent show? That's right, Rowley wins the talent show. Team Rowley for life. Anyways, Greg and his new band it's Greg doesn't play. He actually gets Rodrick to play. So yeah, they end up getting like second or something like that. And yeah, Rowley deservingly gets first. And Greg doesn't, because Greg doesn't know a good opportunity when he sees one. But overall, the movie was okay. I split it into 2 parts, 2 unconsecutive parts. And if you want to split it up even more into 4 quarters. And here's how it goes from quarter 1 to quarter 4. Awful, amazing, bad, good. And the reason they're connected is because the bad ones are connected through the party, and the good ones are connected through Grandpa. Which, like I said, Ed Eisner knocks it out of the park for his last role. Rest in peace. Yeah, so overall, the movie was okay, but I'm not done. I'm not gonna give it a score yet, because I still have one thing to talk about. The art style. And I don't know if I mentioned if it was animated, but yeah, this movie's animated. Not 2D, no. Not 2.5D, no. 3D. And oh boy, these characters, they transition over to 2D from 3D, as well as the Sonic character, like, whoa, Like, there's a bunch of blank space on the faces, and just, the face only fills up so much of the head. And let me talk about the backgrounds for a second. The backgrounds are just like, have no detail put into them at all. Maybe like a few trees, a plain color, just a plain color. Color, that's a weird word, color. But yeah, and then the models, 3D models for the objects look like they just ripped off any like 3D model service. Can't think of any off the top of my head, because I stick to 2D, because oh boy, I'm not ready for 3D. And yeah, so overall, if you want to watch this movie yourself, I give it like a 6 or 5 out of 10. But Ed Eisner really carries it on his shoulders, and if he wasn't in it, the movie would probably be dropped down like a 3 or so. Yeah, if you wanna go watch it and have your own opinions, that's fine with me. But as Chuck E. Cheese, my opinions are always right. That was a joke. Twitter, please don't come after me. And yeah. So that was Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Rodrick. It's just okay. And that's where it suffers, it's like the bare minimum. The acting, the animation, just everything. So, remember, drink your water, or the waterman will get ya. This has been Chuck E. Cheese with Chuck E. Cheese at Night. Now, goodbye, everybody. See ya.